Good evening. As per the Constitution of India, the Parliament is bicameral, meaning there are two houses in the Parliament. One is the Lok Sabha, the second one is the Rajya Sabha. In the similar manner, even at the states also, you have state legislature, and that state legislature may be unicameral or bicameral. If you look at the states currently in India, most of the states are unicameral in nature, but the six states are bicameral, meaning in unicameral state legislature you have assembly, but when it comes to bicameral state legislature you have assembly plus legislative council and governor, of course. So when I say parliament, parliament is nothing but Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and the president. Similarly, when I say state legislature, if it is unicameral, then I can say assembly and governor. If it is bicameral, assembly, legislative council and governor put together is called state legislature. Right now, basically what happens, we compare many offices at the central level at the state level. Because India is a federation, what are all the structures that are existing at the central level? Most of them are also reflecting at the state levels. But please remember, when it comes to bicameral legislature at the central level, this is not reflecting at all the states, because whether to have a legislative council or not at the state level can be decided and initiated at the state level. If you want to establish, if you want to create a legislative council, first of all, the respective state legislative assembly must pass a resolution, request the central government to create a legislative council at the state level. Accordingly, the central government will introduce a bill and the bill is passed, and that will be leading for the establishment of the legislative council in the respective state. Similarly, if you want to abolish the existing legislative council, same procedure is followed. Clear point number one. But if you look at these houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, Assembly and Legislative Councils. Kindly remember, I told you many times that in India at present, in 6 states you have legislative councils. What are they? Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. So these are the 6 states where you have the legislative council. These are the 6 states with bicameral legislatures. Fine. Now, if you look at Lok Sabha, in Lok Sabha you have a speaker who maintains the decency, discipline and decorum in Lok Sabha. In Rajya Sabha you have the chairman with the similar functions. In assembly you have speaker with a similar function. In the legislative council you have a chairman of legislative council to maintain decency, discipline and decorum in the concerned legislative council. But now the point is that just like the speaker of Lok Sabha, assembly speaker must also be a member of the concerned house, meaning a person can be elected as a speaker of the Lok Sabha if he is a member of the Lok Sabha. Other than a member, a person cannot be elected as the speaker. That is the reason why if you look at the speaker, speaker must be one among these 543 members. Point number one. In the similar manner, if you look at the state legislative assembly in any state, the concerned speaker must be a member of the concerned legislative assembly. In the sense, only an MLA can contest as a speaker and that person can be elected as a speaker in the respective house. Clear? So whatever the system that is followed in the Lok Sabha, same thing is followed even in the assembly. But when you come to Rajya Sabha and Legislative Council, there is a difference, and I want you to be very clear with that difference. What is that? if you look at Rajya Sabha has a chairman. Is the chairman a member of the Rajya Sabha? Answer is no. Please remember, answer is no. Chairman of Rajya Sabha is not a member of Rajya Sabha. But where from he is coming? We elect somebody as a vice president of India. Whoever is the vice president, that vice president is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Meaning, we are not electing anybody as the chairman of Rajya Sabha, but we are electing somebody as the vice president of India, and that vice president is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Clear? But sometimes you will get it out. Sometimes, Rajya Sabha members will also contest in the elections for a vice president. Is it allowed? It is very much allowed. But the moment if a Rajya Sabha member is elected as the vice president, his position or her position in the Rajya Sabha is considered to be vacant. So automatically a vacancy is created, meaning since this person got elected as the vice president, he is no more a member of the Rajya Sabha. Am I clear? And that person will be acting as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Clear? So this is what happens in the Rajya Sabha. Is the similar type of situation is existing in the Legislative Council? No. Let me explain you how the chairman of the Legislative Council is elected. Just like Speaker of Assembly at the state level, the chairman of a Legislative Council must be a member of the Legislative Council. Rajya Sabha chairman is not a member of Rajya Sabha, but Legislative Council chairman must be a member of the concerned Legislative Council. Meaning, if a person wants to get elected as the chairman of Legislative Council, first of all, that person should be a member of the concerned Legislative Council. This is very, 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 very important. Am I clear? So you can totally compare Lok Sabha Speaker and Speaker of Legislative Assembly. But we cannot compare the process of election with respect to the chairman of Rajya Sabha and the chairman of the Legislative Council. So please remember, Lok Sabha Speaker, Assembly Speaker, Legislative Council chairman must be the members of the respective houses. But when it comes to the chairman of Rajya Sabha is not a member of the Rajya Sabha. Please remember these points. These are very, very, very important for the examination. I'll stop here and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you so much.